Have you ever wondered how Iran, a nation often in the global spotlight, amassed such a formidable military force? The roots of this power trace back to the late 18th century with the establishment of the Qajar dynasty. This marked the inception of Iran's armed forces, which were initially modeled on tribal warfare practices. As the 19th century dawned, Iran began to absorb Western military traditions, a move that gave a fresh impulse to the nation's military prowess. This period was a melting pot of old and new, with traditional Iranian strategies merging with modern Western military thought. Fast forward to the 20th century, when Reza Shah Pahlavi ascended the throne. Under his rule, the modernization of Iran's military took a quantum leap. He introduced a broad spectrum of changes that transformed the armed forces into a modern, well-equipped entity. Thus, the foundation of Iran's military power was laid, setting the stage for the nation to become a regional powerhouse. The Islamic Revolution in 1979 marked a turning point in Iran's military history. This was a time of great upheaval and change, leading to a complete restructuring of Iran's military forces. The revolution brought with it the formation of a new military entity, the Revolutionary Guard, a force created to protect the country's Islamic system. This new force was separate from the regular army, with its own command structure and distinct responsibilities. The Revolutionary Guard was tasked with safeguarding the principles of the revolution and countering any internal or external threats. It was a radical shift in Iran's military order and set the stage for a new era in the country's defense strategy. The Iran-Iraq War, which erupted shortly after the revolution, served as a pivotal moment for Iran's military. It was a grueling 8-year conflict, one that tested Iran's newly formed military structure to its limits. But it also paved the way for significant expansion and modernization of Iran's military forces. During the course of the war, Iran was largely isolated on the international stage. This isolation forced the country to develop its own indigenous military industry. It was during this period that Iran started developing its ballistic missile program. With limited access to foreign military technology, Iran focused on enhancing its own capabilities. This led to the development of a range of short and medium-range ballistic missiles, some of which remain a vital part of Iran's military arsenal today. The Iran-Iraq War also served as a catalyst for a broader overhaul of Iran's military structure. The need for a more unified and coordinated military response led to the integration of the Revolutionary Guard and the regular army under a single command structure. The Islamic Revolution and the Iran-Iraq War changed the face of Iran's military, making it a force to be reckoned with. This period of history marked a transformation, shaping Iran's military into a formidable power. It was a journey born out of necessity and adversity, but one that has left a lasting imprint on Iran's military might. In the 21st century, Iran's military has continued to evolve and expand. A shift in strategy has seen the country focus on asymmetrical warfare, a method of combat where the less powerful opponent uses unconventional tactics to level the playing field. This approach has been particularly evident in Iran's development and support of proxy forces across the Middle East. These proxy forces, often composed of local militias or political organizations, have extended Iran's influence far beyond its borders, creating a strategic depth that deters direct attacks on Iranian soil. They've acted as a buffer, effectively turning Iran's potential battlefield into a multinational theater. In addition to this deft use of proxy forces, Iran has also heavily invested in its ballistic missile program. Despite international sanctions and diplomatic pressure, Iran has managed to produce a range of short to medium-range ballistic missiles. While these missiles may lack the pinpoint accuracy of their Western counterparts, their sheer abundance presents a formidable deterrent to any potential aggressors. Moreover, the 21st century has seen Iran take warfare into a new domain, cyberspace. With the establishment of the Iranian cyber army, Iran has demonstrated its ability to conduct sophisticated cyber attacks. These attacks have targeted a variety of sectors, from financial institutions to energy infrastructure, disrupting operations and causing significant economic damage. However, the road to military power in the 21st century has not been smooth for Iran. International sanctions have significantly hindered the country's ability to modernize its military hardware. Yet, despite these challenges, Iran has demonstrated a remarkable ability to adapt. It has focused on developing indigenous military industries, reducing its dependency on foreign suppliers, and enhancing its self-sufficiency. Despite facing numerous challenges, Iran's military has adapted and grown, demonstrating its resilience and strategic acumen. In a region fraught with conflict and power struggles, Iran's military strategy in the 21st century has proven to be both innovative and effective. It is a testament to Iran's determination to safeguard its sovereignty and project its influence across the region. After a journey through centuries, we now stand before a formidable military power. Iran, a nation that has weathered the storm of time, stands today as a significant player on the world's military stage. At the heart of Iran's military might is its large standing army. With an estimated 500,000 active personnel and several million in reserve, Iran boasts one of the largest armies in the Middle East. This is a force that has been shaped by decades of challenges and has been hardened by the fires of conflict. But Iran's military power isn't confined to boots on the ground. The nation has also developed a sophisticated missile program. These aren't just any missiles, they are long-range ballistic missiles, capable of striking targets thousands of kilometers away. Iran's missile program, often seen as a direct response to its regional isolation, has become a cornerstone of its defense strategy. Moreover, Iran's military strategy extends beyond its borders through the strategic use of proxy forces. These proxies, which operate in various countries across the Middle East, provide Iran with a means to project power and influence far beyond its geographical boundaries. It's a strategy that has proved to be both effective and controversial. The impact of Iran's military power is far-reaching. On a regional level, it has reshaped the dynamics of the Middle East, influencing the balance of power and driving the course of numerous conflicts. On an international level, Iran's military power has been a significant factor in shaping its relations with other nations, often leading to tension, but also commanding respect. From the formation of the Qajar dynasty to the modern era, Iran's military has evolved into a formidable force, a testament to the nation's resilience and strategic ingenuity.